Hey everybody, hope you're all well. I haven't done a Facebook Live in a while actually. It must have been about a week, which is really unusual because I do it quite a lot. But I hope you're all well and I hope you're still doing everything that you want to be doing. Essentially, it's just a really quick one today, and I know I say that all the time, but it is really going to be a quick one. And basically, I just wanted to share with you some thoughts that I've had recently, because I think it's really important that you understand that we all go through these periods. So I had a client, and I have, when I usually do my consultations with clients or with people or with whoever, I always ask one question, and it's the same question because I really want to be able to feel what that person really wants. And I always ask if time wasn't an issue, if finances weren't an issue, if the world was completely and utterly at your feet, what would you be doing? And I know quite often, just bear with me, I know quite often this can be quite a daunting question, and 9 times out of 10 people don't really ever know what the answer to that is, and it's completely fine. I completely understand, because we've all actually been in that place before. So really, what I wanted to do was help you tap in to be able to find that, because it's really, I'll tell you why. First of all, you're not getting that. So if you think back to being a child, you could be anything because there was no obstacles in your way. So you could be a astronaut if you wanted to be an astronaut. You could be, oh wow, what's going on here? You could be an astronaut if you wanted to be an astronaut. You could be a TV presenter if you wanted to be a TV presenter. You could be a anything. You could be a massive, huge entrepreneur if you wanted to be an entrepreneur. Like, you could be anything you ever wanted, and that is because you had no limits. So if you had no limits today, what would it be that you want to do? Would you want to travel the world? Would you want to spend all your time with your family? Would you want to have a family? Because I know a lot of people are so committed to their career, they don't actually have the time for a family. So would you actually want to have a family? Would you want to have a great relationship? Would you want to go and swim with dolphins? Essentially, if that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. But do you even know what it is? Because if not, imagine getting in your car and putting the sat nav to nothing. Like, it's literally the same thing. It's like you're driving around aimlessly with no sort of real reason for driving. And that's the same thing if you don't know what you really want. So you need to tap into that, because if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing and what it is that you really want, then you're gonna be going around life aimlessly, wondering why you're not getting what you want to get, why you're not achieving what you want to achieve. So really tap in and try and find out what it is you want. Now, a lot of the time, this could be down to fear. And that's one of the biggest ones. It's definitely one of the biggest ones is fear. So is it because you're scared of being rejected? Is it because you're scared of putting yourself out there? Is it because you're scared of failing? What reason is it that you're not going for gold? What reason is it that you're not trying to achieve all the things that you want to? Now, a lot of the time, like I say, it's because you don't really know. But if you do know, then really try and find out why you can't be doing everything within your power to achieve that, because essentially it will really ruin your creativity. So first of all, one of the most important things is to really try and figure out what it is that you want, and one of the best ways to do that is to imagine your life in 1 year. Okay, let's just keep it small first. Imagine your life in 1 year. Where do you want to be a year from now? And then think 5 years from now, and then think 10 years from now. Because if I sat and said to you, what is it you want to do? You might not know, and it might be too daunting to think so far in advance. So really try and tap in and find out what it is short term that you want, and then grow from there. So that's one of the biggest tips that I can give for you if you're struggling to find out what it is you want to do. Now, from there, you can start owning your power, because what will happen is you're going to have a shift in your mind once you know the direction you want to go. And you'll want to get there quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. So imagine you're going to go and see a friend, or you're going to go, I'll make it a bit more exciting. Imagine you're going to go and meet your complete and utter idol. And you know where they are, so you want to get in that, you put the sat nav into their address, and then all you want to do is get there. So what you'll do is you might try and find out a quick route of doing it. You might try to, use your initiative. How are you going to avoid the traffic? How are you going to avoid the obstacles, essentially? So you'll then start trying to think of different ways, and at that point you're going to start problem solving. Now, they say in general that life is 90%. 10% what happens to you, 90% your attitude towards it. So what is your attitude towards getting where it is you want to be? So you need to really, really home in on what it is you want, and then really get a direction on what it is and where it is you want to be, because essentially that's going to make a huge, huge difference to your success. And then own it. So whatever it is that you are feeling that is stopping you from getting where you want to be, own it, and then take control of that fear. Because if you're not controlling the fear will control you. So you really have to think and really home in and tap in and find out what it is that's stopping you. And it will probably be the same reason as to why you don't know where it is you want to go. So you might not know what you want because you've got a limit. You know in your head, or you think, actually, you don't know. In your head, you think it's impossible because, I'm not trained in that area, okay? I wasn't trained in nutrition, but I changed my course. I was trained in law, and I'd been trained in law for years, but I changed my course because I spent four years doing law, knowing that I wasn't going to spend the next 40 years of my life doing it. And that's what most people do. They'll go to university, they'll go and do whatever they want to do. They'll do 4 years of complete studying and mastering an art, and then 40 years sometimes doing things that they don't even want to do. So what's stopping you from then trying to change that, and then changing the course if it doesn't make you happy? Because what you need to think is, whatever you're studying and whatever it is you're doing, you made that decision at a very, very, very young age. You made that decision at maybe 15 or 16 or 17 or 18 when you went to go off and go to university. So you're not that same person anymore, and you're not expected to spend the rest of your life based on a decision that you made at that age. So that is one of the limits that you may have on yourself. So if it's because of a qualification that you need, go and find it. And if you can't find it, go and work harder, go and get another job, go and do whatever it takes, and then you'll really see if it is what you want to do. Because most people don't do what it takes. Most people don't go that extra mile. Most people don't want the hardship of really doing what it takes to achieve what you want to achieve, because it takes hard work. It takes taking 10 steps back sometimes. It takes reevaluating. It takes shifting your mindset. It takes a lot of growth. It takes feeling the fear. It takes maybe changing your social group. It might mean changing job. Whatever it is, it's going to take a lot of comfort and stepping out of that zone. So really, really find out what it is. And do you know what one of the things that will really help you is, what is it that makes you want to jump up in the morning and go to bed super, super late at night and then go and do that? And I promise you, it will really, really shift you in terms of growth and in terms of going forward, because it is quite hard when you don't know where it is you want to go. So really, first of all, find out what it is you want, where it is you want to be, and then find out what it's going to take to get to that place. So really get this roadmap in your mind, and then from there, figure out all the little pieces as you go along. So start short term, figure out what it is you want in the next year, and grow from that. And then start doing the little things that it's going to take. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take, you know, times where you want to give up. It's going to take feeling like you're going backwards. It's going to take all these things, but it doesn't mean it's not doable. So completely, once you know what it is, go all in and never ever give up. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were saying that there was this jigsaw puzzle that they've got, and it was really quite inspiring what they'd said. It was a massive jigsaw puzzle on their office, and it was 3,000 pieces. Now, the 3,000 pieces of this jigsaw, he didn't know what the picture was. He didn't have a picture there that would tell them what it is that they were making or how to make it. He just had to fit the pieces together. So really, and I thought to myself, that is literally like life. You don't know how it's going to end up, but bit by bit you'll piece it all together and it will all make the big picture. So find those little pieces bit at a time and then build it, and then own everything that happens, own every obstacle, own all the strengths, and reaffirm to yourself all the amazing things that you are, all the amazing, be grateful for all the great qualities that you've got, because you're going to have so many amazing things that you've learned. And even if it means you want to completely change career, the amazing qualities that you've got from learning one skill, you can transfer into another skill. So get rid of the fear that's stopping you from being where you want to be, first of all, because it's going to really hinder your growth. Find out where it is you want to go. Get on that road and just drive and avoid the obstacles and come to the obstacles as they come along, and then go around them or smash through them, whatever it is. I mean, I wouldn't recommend smashing through a car in front of you. Although I'm quite partial to that apparently recently. So just completely own it. Own whatever happens and do whatever it takes. And that's what it does. That's what it takes, essentially. It takes doing anything and everything to achieve it. But you'll know, and do you know what will be different? If you try and piece it together bit by bit, you'll get the bigger picture. But if you try and vision the bigger picture first, you might get a little bit scared. You might get, particularly if it's want to change course in what you're doing, you might get a little bit scared and put off by it. So just do it bit by bit by bit. And I recently talked on one of my last Facebook Lives about getting into journaling recently. So I've hugely got into my journaling, and it's made a huge difference to my mindset. A year ago, not today, but a year ago this time last year, some of the things that I would have expected, that I would have gone through in this last year, I would never have thought I'd been able to do it, but you do. And if I'd have known the bigger picture at the beginning, I wouldn't have overcome the little obstacles that have created this big picture, because nobody's life is easy, and you'll find a lot of coaches and you'll find a lot of people in personal development that will make out that it's easy to do these things, and it's not. It's fucking hard. It takes some really, really, big obstacles to crack. It takes tenacity. It takes all the big qualities that make you have to step out of your comfort zone to really, really do it. So get out of your own way and and reaffirm to yourself all the amazing things that you've got, to be able to give you that strength to go forward. So, write down, and here's a big amazing thing, definitely do it tonight, write down all the things that you love about yourself, because it comes from self-love. If you want to change the course of your life, you have to love yourself first and own you first and step into your power, because you're the only person that's going to change it. You're the only person that's going to be able to really, really make the difference. So really love yourself and own who you are, and own every great quality that you've got, because I'm sure you've got amazing qualities that you're not giving yourself credit for. And own that, and then get the bigger picture afterwards. So get the pieces together and then get the bigger picture, because yes, you should have vision, and yes, you should know where it is you want to go, but if you don't have a coach that's going to help you really figure that out and get deep, then you should really look at just going short term, thinking short term, and then getting bigger and bigger, if you don't know where it is exactly that you want to be. If, on the other hand, you know exactly where it is that you want to go, you want to completely get there, you just need the roadmap then. So this is for people that already are where, you know, they already know where it is they want to go. They just need to do it. At that point, work in the opposite way round, and from there, from the bigger picture, break it down backwards. So, you know exactly what it is you want to be. You're at that place, then work backwards and go, okay, so 10 years from now, I want this, 5 years, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, this month, this week, today, tomorrow, you know? So work backwards if you're that person that has that vision. If not, work the other way around, because it can be so daunting to really, you know, to really make a big change and think you can make a big change without being able to know that yet. And again, if you're not got a coach, if you're not somebody that is really hugely into your personal development, it could be quite difficult to go from that place. So essentially, that is, I told you it was a short one today, that is what I really wanted to share with you, because it's made such a huge difference in me as a person, and a lot of people that I've worked with and clients that I work with, that's really going to help them change, because that roadmap for you is going to completely make a massive, massive difference. So I hope that's really been helpful. I know it's been a super short one today, but I wanted to just really give you a little bit of a nugget to think on and figure out what part of it you are. Like, are you somebody that wants, you know exactly where it is you want to be, or are you somebody that isn't quite sure yet and you want to you want to go from there? But I do hope that you're enjoying whatever it is, because you need to enjoy the process, whatever life gives you. You can't always be happy, you can't always, and it's a massive lie if you genuinely think that you are going to be happy 24/7, because you're not going to be happy 24/7, but you need to know how to change that state. It's not going to be easy all of the time, but you have to know how to change that state, and that is what it is. Changing here, and it will change everything. Okay, I'm going to go now. Have a lovely evening. I'll be back on tomorrow with something new to give you, I'm sure. Because I know a lot of the time people always ask me how I do my Facebook Lives, and I just do it on the day. I completely wing it. So I just go off my intuition and what I feel, and how I can add value to you from either experiences or things that I've read or things that I've learned, or some mentors that I'm working with or coaches that I'm working with at the time, because I really think it could be of value to you. But I'm going to go, actually going to go and enjoy your evening. Bye bye.